Good morning. I'm headed up to Traverse City today. There's going to be a big roundup of a number of the county precinct delegates that will be gathering. I'll have an opportunity, along with other candidates, to speak. But let me tell you the central issue for our country this week that has come to the fore that's absolutely fabulous. Our Constitution has been at the center of the conversation on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at the Supreme Court. We the people have witnessed the ability of our Constitution to rein in a government out of control. The Patient Protection Affordable Care Act was passed by a committee chairman who didn't understand the bill. The Speaker of the House said we'll enjoy it when we read it. It exempted itself from its provisions. The IRS today announced, or yesterday announced, that they are hiring 4,000 new agents for the enforcement of Obamacare. We found out the other day that 20 million people have lost their insurance and that the costs are going to be higher than anticipated. This is a Congress and a government out of control. Both Republicans and Democrats over the last 20 years have made possible this monstrosity, and it's time to change it. But we saw our Constitution at work in the Supreme Court Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, when you saw the justices asking the Solicitor General how this mandate would fundamentally alter the relationship between the federal government and the states and the individuals. It's appalling that it is even a close case. I hope this becomes a unanimous decision to throw out the Patient Protection Affordable Care Act. It's absolutely taken our government to the point of insolvency because of the costs and the controls. And can you imagine adding 20 million new people to coverage with no doctors being added, costs going up? This is out of control. And it's interesting, Imprimis last year, right at the end of the year, there was a wonderful article about the fact that this bill would bring back into focus the fact that we are a constitutionally limited government, and maybe now can be seen as the tipping point that moves us back in the direction of a constitutionally limited government. And both Republicans, both Pete Hoekstra and Debbie Stabenow, have made it possible for this government to expand in the way in which they have, and this has got to change. I want to take a minute, though, to thank a special friend this morning. Ron McCormick came back from London and brought me a book on Churchill and Chartwell. And Ron knows how much I love Churchill and how I think he was one of the but-for individuals in the 20th century. America needs a Churchill now, and we need such a person because right now we are being invaded by our own government. There's too much control, too much money, out of control debt and spending, and the Republicans and the Democrats are not offering the kind of opportunities that need to be there. We need to dramatically return power to the people, power to the states. Remember that Madison said that our federal government is supposed to be of a limited powers, enumerated powers. It is the states that have infinite authority, and we the people most of all. So let's get back to freedom and constitutionally limited government. And I also want to take a minute to thank all those people. I was on a conference call this morning with a number of people from around the state who have been gathering petitions for me. I want to thank you all. We are doing just a wonderful job with volunteers all across the state. Thank you for what you're doing. Continue to do that work, and we're going to get on the ballot with a volunteer army that's for freedom and limited government. God bless you all. See you in Traverse City, and look forward to being with you next week.